AM News, Science Teachers Association of Nigeria opens 66th National Conference in Uyo. Marcus Garvey Institute endorsed 41 African personalities as fellows as part of Garvey 139 posthumous birthday. Plus, farmers seek better access to government support in Akwa Ibom State. Good morning, welcome to the news. My name is Joy Ubani. A quick reminder that this broadcast is reaching you live on StarTimes channel 103 and on our social media handles, Facebook and YouTube. And now let's go to the news. Stakeholders in the education sector are advocating for increased adoption of digital teaching and learning processes in schools across Nigeria to meet global standards, particularly in the teaching of science-related subjects. Our correspondent reports that this was a major point of discussion as the Science Teachers Association of Nigeria, STAN, converged for its 66th National Conference with the theme STEM Teachings Strategies. The 66th National Conference of the Science Teachers Association of Nigeria, STAN, is bringing science teachers from across the country together to brainstorm on global best approaches in science education. Stakeholders say the conference is designed to appraise existing teaching methods and embrace innovative approaches to teaching science subjects in schools.
We travel and look at the strategies used in other countries. So we decided to come back and see how we can strategize and make sure we increase the capacity of STEM teaching in Nigeria.
The world is all about digital technology, AI. We are gathered here to brainstorm.
We are going to let the teachers to know the in thing now as far as education is concerned. The strategies in teaching the students, the strategies in getting our educationists getting properly involved in the education administration in the state and in the federation.
With high expectations following the conference, participants are expected to return to their respective schools equipped with new ideas and improved teaching strategies.
Teachers should do away with all this archaic lecture method, but bring in new innovations. And by the time they do this, definitely at the end of it is the outcome. And where will the outcome be? On the students.
Teachers will be acquainted with new teaching strategies to solve problems that will emanate as a result of teaching STEM subjects in various schools, especially secondary schools.
Teachers, when they get back, they will use whatever experience they have got in this 1 week workshop or conference to improve on the delivery of science education in Nigeria. That is our aim, and that is what we expect to get from here.
The STAN conference is expected to end on Thursday with the issuance of a communique aimed at guiding and strengthening STEM teaching strategies for science students across Nigeria. Joy Ubani, NTA News. Away from that report, farmers in Akwa Ibom State have continued to witness a boost in farming activities following significant interventions from the federal and state levels, which have reduced farming costs and improved farmers' income. However, some farmers still face challenges in accessing support due to inadequate information and registration difficulties, especially in the rural communities, to assess this intervention. Correspondent Evening Badwe brings us the details.
Agriculture tops the agenda of the Akwa Ibom State Government's policy direction, otherwise known as the Arise Agenda. Being a priority sector, a number of farmers have received interventions as measures to increase productivity. There are also several support programs from the federal government to smallholder farmers covering fertilizers distribution, provision of certified seedlings and extension services, and farmers attest to having improved production costs and increased yields.
They gave us maize every year. Then we plant this maize. This maize is able to provide us with money. And we use this money to pay our children's school fees.
The entire thing is about mechanization. Now, the governor is coming up with the idea.
Because of government intervention, a lot of youths are going to agriculture because we train them, and apart from that, you know what usually scared youth from practicing agriculture was because they were afraid of drudgery in farming. But presently, the state government is putting things in place to make sure that agriculture is mechanized.
The state government have rolled out interest-free loan facility for cassava farmers. As I'm speaking now, on the verification of the farmlands of the farmers, which is from 1 hectare upward. After the plying and the reaching of the land, equally.
Is positioned as a central hub for agricultural mechanization, providing agricultural equipment lease.
Sir Harun Audu, RPA, Marketing, Communications and Public Relations Strategist. Professor Stanislaus Yoza, ARPA, Head, Department of Development Communication, University of Calabar, and Chike Oyauno, FRPA, Managing Director at Gozo Limited. Date, Wednesday, 19th and Thursday, 20th August, 2026. Venue, Ibom Hotel and Golf Resort, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Register today. Early bird, 100,000 naira until July 31st. Thereafter, 150,000 naira. For inquiries, please call Remy on 0803 832 6586 or Lawrence on 0803 952 8018. Southern Regional Advertising Conference 2026, where compliance inspires confidence. Be there. Announcer Dr. Olalekan Fodolapo, FRPA, Director General, Akon. Announcer.
It has happened again.
Wow, it's big.
It's unique.
It's exciting.
NTA Channel 12 Akaitan and Road Uyo, your dependable station, has come up with another prize.
Hire NTA Uyo Arena for your wedding receptions, birthday parties, child dedication and other events.
And enjoy full coverage and airing of your event on NTA Uyo at no additional cost.
You can't have this anywhere. For inquiries, call
Iko on 0703 018 5002.
Edidion on 0803 390 3521. NTA Uyo Arena. Let the world share in your happiness.
Welcome back. Thanks for staying tuned. If you're just joining us, this is NTA Uyo AM News. And now, 41 personalities in Africa have been conferred as follows by the Marcus Garvey Institute to celebrate the 139th posthumous birthday and pardon of Marcus Mosiah Garvey. This was at the gathering of Pan-Africanist scholars and cultural enthusiasts in Uyo. What's there for NTA?
The event was put together by the Universal Negro Improvement Association African Communities League in conjunction with the Marcus Garvey Drillers Foundation School. President, Marcus Garvey Institute, Chicago, Shaka Barak presided over the investiture virtually.
I want to thank my students, Reverend Assistant Pastor Emo George Ekpo, for the great work that he has done in my absence.
Marcus Garvey, a Jamaican-born black nationalist, was described as one of the most influential Pan-Africanist thinkers of the early 20th century. Garvey championed the cause of African independence, black self-reliance, and the unity of people of African descent worldwide through the Back to Africa movement. Organizers say the pardon and award ceremony was part of the global effort to correct historical injustices against Garvey and to reaffirm his contributions to humanity.
Marcus Mosiah Garvey was a great African man who stood in for every other African, and he left a legacy that all of us must make sure it continues.
Marcus Garvey was a man who fought for the emancipation of the black race, of the African man, and the African mind. You know, it was, actually he died, but his memories live on.
Speakers noted that Garvey's legacy continues to inspire the fight for economic empowerment and African liberation.
It is a legacy that we must imbibe in the life of our younger generation, not to dwell in government and not to actually desire what government can actually do.
How do we demonstrate unity? One aim, one destiny, one Africa, one spirit.
Highlights of the event were the conferment of fellows by the Marcus Garvey Institute and awards to individuals who have demonstrated excellence in promoting Pan-African ideals, education, and community development.
I pledge to put in my best in coordinating the awardees and the fellows of this great institute.
He left the earth and he left good legacies and make the children, both old and young, to grow well.
Dignitaries, traditional rulers, and members of the public attended the commemoration, which was on the theme celebrating a legacy of freedom, unity, and African excellence. In Uyo, Etienne Oibanga, NTA News.
Now, as part of efforts to promote social transformation and reading culture, the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman Governing Board, Obong University, Dr. Enobong Akpan, has presented 2 new books to the public. The books are Human Rights and Social Justice for Single Mothers in Nigeria and The Killer Wife, The Funeral Planner. Abasaya Akpenyo was there.
The celebration of an important milestone by Dr. Enobong Akpan brought together academic scholars, dignitaries, friends, and well-wishers. According to the author, Dr. Enobong Akpan, the book, Human Rights and Social Justice for Single Mothers in Nigeria, reveals the devastating consequences of gender bias in the family, while The Killer Wife, The Funeral Planner, exposes the discrimination faced by women navigating parenthood with a societal support.
You know, I'm a human rights activist, a gender advocate, saying I have a PhD in law with specialization in women's rights. I need to, advocate for gender equality, non-discriminatory practices, and inclusion. So that's why I got motivated.
Guests at the event commended the author for the remarkable achievement and recommended the books for public use.
Sticking to these issues are germane, are apt at a time like this, when we have even more women in population than men, and therefore people must not be segregated against, must not be dignified by simply their gender.
The author has done a very commendable job by putting down her thoughts concerning the rights, privileges of women, especially those that are single mothers by way of either death of their husbands or separation or divorce.
I want to advise everyone to get a copy of the book. Not just read it, study it, and see how you can adjust. Because the most important thing is the way we live our life.
It is my joy today that this day came to pass. I want to thank God for everything.
High points of the event were unveiling of the books and cutting of a cake. In Uyo, Abasenya Ekpenyong, NTA News.
Now we'll take another commercial break. We'll be right back. Please stay.
Water is life.
Aqua Cardinali Water provides the highest quality drinking water. Aqua Cardinali Water is owned by the Catholic Diocese of Uyo, produced and packaged by Cadisem Enterprises Nigeria. It is available in 19 liters dispenser jar, 60 cl sachet, 50 cl and 75 cl table water. Visit Aqua Cardinali Water at number 34 Dominic Utuk Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Drink Aqua Cardinali Water, certified by NAFDAC and Standard Organization of Nigeria. Call 0903-288-2958. Aqua Cardinali Water. Drink pure. Stay healthy.
Welcome to Prisma International Hotels, located at number 5 Efangosanga Street, Afarafort, Overback Road, Uyo. When it comes to hospitality industry, nothing compares with comfort, exquisite services, and top-of-the-world security. These are what make Prisma Hotels a household name. At Prisma Hotels, you are assured of lavishly furnished, spacious rooms and suites with complimentary breakfast, top-class Blue Sea swimming pool, VIP and poolside bars, as well as restaurant where African and continental dishes are served at pocket-friendly rates. These are not all. There is high-speed internet service, closed-circuit television, spacious car park, 24-hour power and water supply, sparkle laundry and dry cleaning services, and above all, combat-ready security operatives. So whenever you are in Uyo or you are a resident in Uyo, capital city of Akwa Ibom State, make Prisma Hotels number 5 Efangosanga Street, Afarafort, Overback Road, Uyo, your choice, and you will cherish the experience. For bookings and inquiries, please call 081-3166-6660 or 0915-509-9989. Prisma International Hotels, hospitality par excellence.
Welcome back. Good to know you are still there. And now to sports updates. Olumide Eguntola is our guide.
Reactions continue to trail the Nigerian Football Federation NFF Executive Committee's decision to relieve Super Falcons technical crew of its duties with immediate effect following the team's disappointing campaign in the Women's African Cup of Nations WAFCON and failure to qualify for the 2027 FIFA Women's World Cup.
I don't even think they should expect NFF to still tell them to resign, to step down. No.
Sacking the technical committee is not the way forward. The issue is an administrative problem.
The decision by the NFF is both understandable and concerning. Understandable because the Falcons' performance fell far below expectation.
In volleyball, Nigeria's men and women's beach volleyball teams have departed the country for the 2026 African Beach Volleyball Championship in Alexandria, Egypt. The Nigerian contingent will represent the country at the Continental Championship as the battle against some of Africa's best beach volleyball teams for honors. In grassroots tennis development, over 30 children are being exposed to the rudiments of the game under the Ogenki Farms Tennis Camp initiative in Owo, Ondo State. The week-long camp provides a structural and encouraging environment for the children to learn with the aim of catching future champions at a tender age. Managing partner of the initiative, Larry Eyinla, among other stakeholders, described the program as a step in the right direction to replace the aging players. With sports updates, Olumide Eguntola, NT News.
And that's a wrap on our AM News. Just before I go, a quick look at our major stories. Science Teachers Association of Nigeria has opened 66th National Conference in Uyo. Marcus Garvey Institute has inducted 41 African personalities as fellows as part of Garvey's 139th posthumous birthday. You also heard in the news that farmers have called for better access to government support in Akwa Ibom State. We thank you very much for being part of it. Join us again by 7 p.m. for another package of our bulletin. Until then, please stay safe.